Hi everyone, welcome back to House of Nyakaheti. House of Nyakaheti is a storytelling platform built on the belief that we are the stories that we live, the lessons that we learn, and the voices that we share. House of Nyakaheti was inspired by my late grandma who passed last year. We are actually about to mark 1 year. That's crazy. So every time you visited her, you felt loved, you felt seen, you felt validated, you felt all the good things. And that's what I am trying to recreate in the digital space. House of Nyakaheti has different rooms. We have the Real Talk room, the Reflection room, the Gen Z's room, and the Marketing room. And all these rooms come together to form House of Nyakaheti. If you are new here, Karibu Sana. My name is Michelle Brenda. Today in the Real Talk room, we are going to be talking about corporate jobs, and I am joined by beautiful people who are going to introduce themselves.
Hi guys, my name is Wandia Wakarema.
My name is Whitney also, the Whitney also.
Hey, hi guys. I am Francis Macharia, aka FMM. Glad to be back.
Oh, and I am Matuli, Annette Matuli. Happy to be here.
Thanks, guys. And I am Michelle Brenda. So we'll just go straight into it. What was your perception of corporate life before entering it? Wandia?
I think about corporate life, I always thought it's about wearing decently, a good salary, and having just a good job, that a white collar job, lawyer, daktari, those common jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whitney?
Same. I thought people in corporate had it all figured out. I thought it meant structure. And I thought it belonged to the smartest people in the room.
From the movies that we watched from when we were young, corporate jobs and everything corporate looked so bougie, so hip, so cool.
Yeah.
Like you'd see these people going in and then they're debating. If it's lawyers, for instance, they're going in there
Yeah.
debating stuff, or say, like in marketing, speaking different stuff, winning contracts and all that. And it looked so cool and so beautiful and so lovely
And so polished.
and so polished. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at people carrying themselves. You go,
Yeah.
This is just the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annette?
I thought it's mainly for brilliant people, only to find out not everyone brilliant is in the room.
That's true. Yeah.
And also, I thought they had it all figured out and they know what they were doing. And most importantly, for those of us who have watched Suits, hey, I knew I was going to kill it in those
Yeah.
outfits.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, but that was not the case.
Yeah.
At least for where my scope is.
Okay. So I think you guys have said it all. I think for me, I thought it would come with so much money, just the perception of corporate until you're in it and you're like, wow. Because, like for us who are in corporate, like when you receive your pay slip and the taxes and everything, like we're really going through it. But yeah. Is corporate life what you expected it to be? I think we've said that. Yeah. But is it what you expected it to be? Like now that you're in it, expectation, like what you ordered versus what you got?
Not really, because you find there are very many different personalities in corporate, that now you need to learn how to deal with different personalities, difficult colleagues, people who do not view the world the same way you do. So
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's not the structured thing that we saw when we were kids and I wanted to be a lawyer. So you think everything is structured. No,
Yeah.
it's very different.
Okay.
Yes.
Whitney?
So I think it's less about what you do and more about how you make people feel.
Yes.
And how you communicate, and like it's just like politics. Yeah.
Okay. FMM?
I'd say, I think I concur with what Whitney has said. It's more about who you know and the relationship that you have, as opposed to what you do. Because most often, you'll find the people who are the most hardworking, or the people that do the most, are usually undervalued. Whereas the people who talk the loudest for instance, or have connections or know so and so, are the ones who actually carry the day.
Yeah.
So it's more to do with who you know and the connections that you make,
Okay.
as opposed to what you actually do.
Yeah. Annette?
I think some aspects of it are what you expected, then some aspects of it are not what I expected, because the thought we had was from the American movies, or not the Kenyan type of office that we thought.
Yeah.
But maybe if we used to see the Kenyan office, maybe it's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So it depends where your view is coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What shocked you most about corporate culture? I think I'll take this one and then the kiss, the what is it called? The kiss scene. What is it called? It's called that.
As kissing.
As kissing. Hey, the kiss scene. Hey, what the hell? I'm like, I can hear it's not correct in my head. The ass kissing in corporate is crazy. And to an extent, if you are doing your job and you are not as kissing, you are the problem. Like for me, that will never sit well with me. And yeah, maybe that's why, because I genuinely struggle in corporate, and I think that's one of the reasons I struggle. Yeah.
I think my biggest shock was how different we are. In an office, I am me, then there's Whitney, who is very different. Maybe I am very quiet and someone else is very loud, and I have to deal with that loud person.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest shock. Yes. Just the different personalities in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, big titles don't mean more compensation. And then also, I wish people are more transparent about salaries, because tunaweza kuwa we are in the same department,
Yes.
but she's earning 500 Gs, I'm earning 30, you're earning, and it's not merit based.
Yeah.
So you wonder how this person got to that salary, and nobody will ever tell you their salary. I mean, we get to a point where I guess other people do, but where I am, I never get to know what my colleague is earning, and
Yeah.
that would really be helpful for me, or for someone who's about to join that particular industry.
Yeah. I think it's just from what FMM has said, the loudest people, so even they knew how to negotiate. So that's why they got more money.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's quite unfortunate. And also the thing that people are not open about what they earn. I think it's just the African culture. Like, even like your parents, like they wouldn't, like when you were growing up, they wouldn't even tell you like how much they are earning.
Yeah.
Even right now for the parents who are still working, like that's not a conversation you would have. So I don't know why, like in the African culture, money is such a taboo. Like, you know, yeah, FMM.
I think for me, the two things that I've learned, having worked in different industries and in different organizations, number one is your colleagues are not your friends. Do your job, get paid, go home. Number two, at any slightest opportunity, your colleagues or those people that you regard as friends are going to throw you under the bus to look better.
That's true.
So those are the only two takeaways I think I've gotten from the corporate world. They will, if it comes to an opportunity that they have to defend their skin, and you thought that you were friends,
Yeah.
they will throw you under the bus,
Yeah.
and not care,
Yeah.
and just move on with their lives. Yeah.
Annette?
For me, something that shocked me with the corporate space, actually, it's really interesting. You could be the most brilliant person, the person who actually gets the job done. Everybody in the office knows this one, it has to be you. But as long as it's not in emails, big meetings, big corporate functions, if your name is not mentioned there, nobody. It won't reflect in your PDR, it won't reflect in, as long as it's not, you personally don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people taking credit for
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If
Yeah,
you keep
yeah,
quiet,
yeah.
someone like, yeah,
They
we
will
did that
take
project
credit.
with
We
you.
did
So
we worked
Yeah.
with her,
Truly,
and
yeah.
I actually shared some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What's something nobody prepares you for in the workplace? I think I'll just go back to that point that when you're going into corporate, like you really don't know that a lot of the work you're going to be doing is ego managing. You know, I don't know if that's something that people are supposed to be prepared for, but it's so tiresome at the end of the day. But egos, yeah. Wandia?
I think something people didn't prepare me for is that when FMM has said, your colleagues are not your friends. Unless that friendship is tested, your colleagues are not your friends. So by testing, I don't mean like mpigane huko kazini.
Well,
I mean like...
That should be an option. Yeah.
Right.
I mean like maybe like for you and Whitney, change of location was a test. So if you're not in the same workplace,
Yeah.
are you guys friends?
Yeah.
Like if we have nothing in common, like if work is our common ground, if we have something that is outside work, that is a friendship. But I wish I knew that. Like for me, I'm very friendly with people, so I always thought everyone is my friend.
Yeah.
Then nikapata corporate, niko like where
Yeah.
kila mtu hapa ako.
You'll tell them something and they'll go use it against you and twist it.
You're in a meeting and your boss is saying something and you're like, I think niliambia beshte yangu kitu kama hiyo.
Exactly.
So I learned that my colleagues are not my friends.
Yeah.
Do your work, get your work done, go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to echo what you've said, I think it's sad that we spend the most time at work. Like, I'm a mother, I never even spend that much time with my kids or my family. But the fact that I cannot form genuine connections at work, I can't like open up to people, I can't, it's supposed to be professional, so it just sucks. When I met her the first time, I think nearly open up. I was still new to that space, so I was just like, "Oh, hi, blah blah blah." I told her a lot.
I remember.
And then I don't think I've ever, like after that time, I don't think I've ever had that chance to like, not chance, I don't want to talk to people about my personal life that much. And she keeps telling me, Aki, where will you go overshare?
No, but I actually remember tulikuwa kwa matatu.
Yeah.
We were going home. And we are still new to one another as much as yes, tunaishi the same place. You told me a lot. So I was just there, I was like, at what point are you going to stop?
I didn't know. I was like, oh, she's almost my age. We're in the same department. Oh, so now we are friends. Yay. And in fact, I hadn't gotten the job. Nilikuwa like, I'm not sure if I'm getting the job.
Yeah.
So let's go home together.
Yeah.
It's like an interview and
Yeah.
I'm already sharing. But I was like, she seems cool. Let me just talk to her. But now I'm like, where? Never. Can
Yeah,
never
because
be.
you wouldn't know, like you wouldn't really know someone fully.
Yeah.
That person might go and ruin your chances for that job,
Yeah.
and you know.
Maybe ulikuwa na mtu wako and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
so she doesn't have a degree. Let me go tell
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. FMM.
So there's a statement that there's this former CS for ICT. I think it was during Uhuru's or Kibaki's time. Alikuwa itwa Bitange Ndemo.
Yeah.
So there's a statement Bitange Ndemo said that when he was the CS for ICT, his phone used to be ilikuwa inalia off the hook. But the day he was laid off, he would check his phone 3 or 4 times to confirm kama simu yake bado iko on.
Yeah.
So the key takeaway was that the people that you thought were your friends, as you were working together, and Whitney has actually said a very important point that you spend most of your time there. So you should actually look towards that or gravitate towards that to get genuine friendships and connections. But unfortunately, people are always fighting to protect their own skin.
Yep.
So most of the time, I think the main shocker was, and this actually happened in like two different places that I worked in. That you go in there and then you want to be the Superman. You want to protect your nini. You don't want to. You're not. Snitches get stitches. You don't want to snitch.
Yeah.
And then later on, they are called in and then they go and wanakutaja vizuri sana without a care and any worry. So I came to realize, everyone is always out there to try and protect their own skin. They don't really care about you and
That's true.
whatever it is that you're going through.
Yeah.
So the moment you realize that, I think you move with a lot of peace,
Yeah.
knowing that I don't expect anything. this can go south anytime.
That's true.
And everything is going to be
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Annette?
Okay. The question was something nobody prepared you for corporate.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think for me, I'm still kind of new in the corporate space, so I'm not there yet. So what I did not know, there's managing people. So you either manage down or up. So nobody told us how to manage up. You're managing up because you're not part of the managerial team, but you work with them a lot.
Yeah.
So learning how to manage upwards is not the same as the way you manage your team, the people you are working with.
Yeah.
So that one, I learn that every day.
Yeah.
And the upper bottom many student
Yeah.
managing
Upwards.
managers who make the actual decisions.
Yeah. Yes, Whitney?
Yeah. So another thing, ni culture. Every company, every corporate space has its own culture. So ukienda hapo being the hero, watu watakuwa like wewe. So like for me, this is something I learned recently when I started the new job. Nilikuwa naenda nikifanya orientation. So I'm taken to maybe this manager and that manager. And then this person showed me their reports. I think zilikuwa za social or something. And then I was like, if format yenyu ya report inakawia, do you share this with the client?
Oh, yeah, I remember you told me.
And then this girl's like, yeah. And then I'm like, nah, client Anela, why are you sending the client screenshots? Why don't you just come up with a good
Yeah.
report? Yenye tu client akiona anaweza understand, okay, this is what happened this month. Unafanya client ana go through a lot.
Yeah.
Then the guy was just so nonchalant. Alikuwa tu amekaa hapo like,
Ameishi kufanya hivyo. Unakuja kumwambia nini?
So nikamwambia, mi nilikuwa napeana feedback. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like maybe you should do this. Then the guy was like, oh, hata ni vizuri umekuja. You can start doing that for us. And I'm like, wow, okay, it's not my job to do that. Kazi yake. But I'm like, okay, so inakaa huku the what was it? The culture huku is like chill, laid back. People don't want to
Bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum. People don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nikasema, okay, pia mimi
Yeah, people don't want to go the extra mile.
extra mile, but
Yeah.
it makes sense because
The culture.
there's a lot.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So, have you experienced imposter syndrome at work? For me, I would say yes. I think imposter syndrome is a thing. And we actually talked about it last time, where you're in a boardroom, you're actually saying the same thing. And then someone will come say it with their chest. You know, and at that point, you'll be like, hey, kwani mimi nilikuwa naisema aje, you know. But I think as I continue growing in the career ladder and as I also continue growing, you really have to learn to silence that voice. Because if you don't silence it, it's going to finish you and it's going to kill you. So you really have to silence it. Yeah. Wandia?
Yeah, I think imposter syndrome is there because you're always doing something and then maybe someone gets credit for what you did. But I think right now it's only learning that. When you see what your work has done afterwards, the impact it has, your imposter syndrome just goes down naturally.
Yeah.
So it's just about time and growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, my imposter syndrome stems from the fact that I didn't graduate. So nimeenda shule, nimefika third year, and then I didn't get to do my third year second sem exams. So I now have fourth year to go, nimalize. But then I started working before nimalize. And you go to work, to the workplace, unapata someone has a master's and they're younger than you. Mingine ako na sijui ndio anafanya masters ya pili. Mingine sijui ako na degree 3 and you're there like, do I deserve to be in this room?
Yeah.
And then sometimes people introduce themselves, CIM, MMF,
FMM.
I'm just there like, I'm just Whitney, man.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do the best I can. That I can do. What I came to realize is if I wasn't qualified to be there, they wouldn't have chosen me.
That's true.
So I'm like,
That's
okay.
true.
If
And
I made it this far, then
yeah.
fine. Yeah.
And I think also for example, when you're looking for work, and then you'll see most of them are like degree. It's a must.
A must.
Because there's someone who reached out to me on LinkedIn and they were like, you have to have a degree. I was like, but with all this experience, like your experience should speak for you.
Yeah.
But there are those companies that like degree ni lazima. So yeah, I get what you mean.
Actually, my uncle Pierre, there's an uncle of mine who's a HR business partner. And you know how you're like, si ni uncle yangu, si
Yeah.
anaweza fix. He always tells me, kauja graduate me, I can't help you.
So I think feelings of inadequacy, ama hiyo imposter syndrome, I think they're very, very common in the workplace. But for me, I hadn't experienced it until now I started working with agencies. Most people in agencies work on there's something called dog eat dog society. Dog eat dog is that somebody is going to try and step on you to thrive. They will take your point, tweak it, or your idea, tweak it, make a strategy, and present it like they're the ones who came up with it. So I've seen it frequently.
Yeah.
And until the moment you're able now to go and speak for yourself and say, I'm the one who came up with this idea, and defend it.
Yeah.
Most of the time, utakuwa unashaniwa, and that other person is going to be taking all the credit.
Yeah.
And I've seen it frequently, especially with agencies currently. Agencies working with different, especially big corporates. Because these agencies go in there, they have this person who always tries to outshine everyone else, to showcase how brilliant they are, how they've actually been the ones who've come up with all these magical, beautiful ideas. It's like they're the only ones who do the work.
Yeah.
Ni wengine kazini nakuwa tu kuzubaa.
Yeah.
So that normally happens, especially when you have these interagency sessions. So you have this agency and this agency and this agency presenting to clients, and then you're regretting, where the hell did I share this idea with them? Because now you see they took that idea, molded it, and it appeared like it's their own idea.
Yeah.
So it happens. So the key takeaway is to just understand, if you have an idea you want to present to client, present it to client. Don't share it with other people first, because you'll share it and then it's going to be used against you, and you'll be seen as the one who's not working, and the other party is always working.
And you can't go around telling the
Exactly.
client, it was my idea. It was
So
my idea.
the best is just to keep quiet until when you are supposed to meet the client and present, and now you present it as an original plan,
Yeah.
and not one that had been shared before.
Okay.
Yeah. So it happens. It's just knowing how to manage and maneuver around it.
Yeah. You see the politics.
Hey.
Because now that's understanding how to manage
You have to
the people, hey, bro, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
And it's,
My voice is okay.
yeah, you're okay.
Okay, for imposter syndrome, I think I've been kind of lucky. Mine stems from within, not the surrounding factors around. For my case, just an example, I always think I'm just the person who goes to work, do their job, go home. I don't know, I never thought like, people could be noticing. So a while back, I'm the one who normally writes reports, then therefore, how reports go like that. So I'm the first person. So a while back, my direct report was not available for a meeting. So I was looped in like last minute. I went. Apparently, I normally kill in those meetings with my report. Oh my goodness. So then I realized, actually, just do your job as long as you're doing it diligently to the best of your ability. It's what you're telling yourself and what is actually happening here.
Yeah.
Doing a good job and people actually noticing.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How do our experiences shape the kind of leaders we want to become? I really hope I'll not get cancelled for this.
With all due respect.
Disclaimer.
With all due respect.
Antonia, with all due respect.
The level of disrespect.
After that statement.
Oh my gosh, the respect goes out the window.
Yes.
So, for me, I've really not had the best of experiences with female leaders. And that's why I've said, I hope I will not get cancelled. Because every time I try to have a conversation with a babe, we are in the same book club, she always says, no, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to support the cause. You're a feminist and all of that. But at the same time, it's my personal experience, yeah? And it's quite unfortunate because maybe for these women leaders, that's what they found, right? Like, they found the system like that, and they have to do their best to get to the top, no matter what no matter what it took, right? So, and for me, I usually think like as a woman leader, you're supposed to be holding the younger ones at the back, right? Like when you're anakufuata, but that's not what I have seen. That's not what I have experienced. That they will do their best to bring you down, and it's really quite unfortunate. So for me, what I have decided to do, because I even like had to take a mentorship program because I was like, if this is how it is, because I've not seen it in one company, in another company, like I've seen it in different companies, and I genuinely want to be a better leader. So I've taken a mentorship program. Because guys, we have to be the change. Like, please, atisiati, because you've experienced the ghetto, you've experienced so many bad things, and FMM, I know you're the man here, but you know, like for for them, they've really had to experience a lot, even from their male colleagues and all of that, for them to be horrible human beings. But at the end of the day, we all have a choice, and we really have to make a choice and be good leaders. Hapo nime preach, but please msini cancel. Wandia?
I think I'm fortunate enough in the corporate world, I've only had one job for like the past 5 years now. So when I think of leadership, I want to be what my boss is.
You have a good boss.
A very good
Must
boss.
Be nice.
So
I can't relate.
ama niseme wacha niseme sana juu watu watajua, but the boss, my former boss who was promoted now was my boss for like 5 years. So that's what I want to be when I'm a leader. She was very charismatic, listened to everyone, knew how to handle everyone as a separate person, not as an entity. Yes, like Wandia ni mtu kivyake, Brenda ni mtu kivyake. Sifai kushautia Wandia juu nikimshautia ata shut down. I think
I'm so jealous.
She had,
oh my God.
She
and it's a babe.
Yes, a lady, a very
and that's
nice
why I'm
lady.
saying, like, our experiences are not the same. Like, people have experienced different female leaders, and it's beautiful to know that wako huko na ni wazuri.
Yeah, so like for my direct boss is okay, but ukiangalia the upper people now, you're just like, I don't want to be you guys when like they're not considerate, maybe in a few elements, but my direct boss was everything. Ata when I broke my leg some time back.
Twice.
She was
FYI, twice.
same leg, guys. Same leg.
Because ilikuwa trial.
Kwanza ilikuwa trial nikaconfirm. Yes. So she was always there. She always called like ukoaje. Do you need to go back to work like now? Can I give you one more week, Ivo? So I have had the best experience.
Wait, ni unasikia? Now talking about bosses wazuri. Anyway, yes.
So I think we forget that bosses are human beings at as much as they're leaders. And whatever they experienced before they got to that point, whatever you've said, it's just what I want to say. Echo. But remember when you're in high school and then you're bullied. I wasn't bullied. I wasn't in a boarding school, but those who went to boarding schools. When you're bullied in Form 1, Form 2, kifika Form 3, you're like, sasa mimi ndio
Your time to
Yeah,
shine.
it's time to shine. Yeah.
You want to exert the same pressure. You want to bully people. You want to like to be seen. And then of course, kuna your adolescence and stuff. So there's a lot going on, and it's a new experience for you. So I think even for bosses, it's the same. They get to that point. They're not nurtured. They just get to that point where they're leaders and they don't know what to do, and then they also feel like they're not respected. So they have to push, or what do? They have to like...
No, I get what you're trying to say, but like I've said, we all have choices, right? Nisama, you're feeling you're not respected and all of that, but at the end of the day, you have to make a choice. Like I've said, personally, I've made a choice. I can see I'm continuing to grow the career ladder, but I do not want to make people feel how, for me, like the horrible experiences I have had. So at the end of the day, as much as, yes, unfortunately, you had to experience patriarchy and all of that, but you really, really have to just make the decision and do better.
And it's not just a woman thing.
Yeah.
I've experienced male dominance. I mean, men who like just want to be seen and heard, and they don't let you get your point across because they are on top.
Insecurity, nini.
Insecurity.
Yeah.
So there are people who na sisemi ni millennials ama ni Gen Z ama nini, but the people who by the time walianza kufanya kazi, that's how they found it, and they don't know any other way. Hawajui like, oh, there's a better way to live, there's a better way to. So kama boss wako alikuwa hivyo, ukiingia hapo uko like,
unakuwa kama yeye.
Au ni millennials usiwafiche.
To be honest, mwenye najua hata yeye si millennial, like Gen X or something. But
We're going through it. FMM, please, your wisdom.
No, I think I echo your sentiments. And I concur with you because of the industries that you've worked in. I've also worked in similar industries. But one thing I've learned over time is to take people at face value. And I do not let them... anytime I have challenges with how they treat you, and you're supposed to treat people, your downlines the same way, I always fall back to my personality. So I just take them at face value, and I take it as it is, but I do not let it influence the kind of person that I am, because I know at the end of the day, that is not me. I'll be embodying a character that has been shaped by this particular workplace that I'm working in.
Yeah.
So what I normally do, I just fall back to my my personality and take it at face value.
Yeah.
Just know that this person probably was, because I've actually seen it when people scale that those corporate ladders. At some point, they become untouchable. They become too arrogant, too curt, and too like they do not want to hear any other person's point or opinion. Does not make sense.
Yeah.
So I always fall back to my
To who you are.
to who I am,
Like you have
or my
to remember
essence.
who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the moment you keep reminding yourself you're not that, and you will not be, because I feel that they do that because they were swayed along the way. They were not that initially, but along the way, because they
had to conform.
nilo nakuja unapotelea tu katikati ya nini, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
But that does not, because I've seen in several instances, you leave this organization, you behave that way, then you go to another organization, it's a very, very small world.
Yeah.
You come across
That's
those people
true.
that
That's
you are doing that to,
Yeah.
and you're finding them now, they're in positions of influence, and you need something or some help from them.
Or you find
And now
them
you're stuck.
pale hivyo kwa interview.
Eh.
Wanakuinterview.
And now you're stuck.
Yeah.
Zile za what the hell, bana.
Yeah.
So I'll always fall back to who I truly am,
Yeah.
and not let these personalities of these different people influence me and change me to be like them.
So I get what you're saying. And like being in a position where you have to remember who you are, and if you are outspoken, if you are outgoing, say you're going to silence it, right? And you're going to still continue being who you are. But who you are is what is triggering
This person.
this
other
person. Right? Like it's like they can just hear this agitating voice. They can just hear Michelle Brenda is
Laughing and,
is laughing. Like, why are you laughing? Why are you happy? Laugh.
And then, yes.
So
Yeah.
and I think anyway, let me
And then I came to learn one thing. You see, most people who usually are having those kind of personalities and mannerisms, it's because of something that they lack in them. So they're usually projecting because they're feeling very, very, either kona wivu ama kona machungu. Why does this person look happy with the little that they have? Yet they kona hii yote,
Exactly.
but I cannot be able to harness that happiness. So
It will never make sense.
It's an essence. In essence, it's not even about what it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
It's because wivu yake ni intrinsic, based on kwani uko na furaha.
Yeah.
Na mimi mbona siwezi fika hiyo level ya furaha.
Yeah.
So the moment you
Project.
remind yourself that, then you'll be able to deal with them. So atakuja nazusha, then you know what you do. You see that meme yenye ati mse anazusha alafu nasikia tu la 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 baba bana. So you'll just be looking at them. Just zone out. Umemwangalia. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
But usha zone out, ushaenda
Yeah.
kabisa. And that helps you deal with a lot of shit, because now atakuwa anaongea umemwangalia tu.
You just let go.
Unaangalia.
Unamrelease to.
Ukitoka hapo hivi unatoka na hiyo story yote ishapita.
Yeah.
And you don't carry it to heart, because the moment you carry it to heart, now you're carrying somebody
You'll
else's
start
heart.
becoming like that person.
Because you're
And that's
embodying
where
them.
now you become like that
You're
person.
embodying them, because sasa hiyo hati yake anaiproject to you na unaiabsorb
Yeah.
na inakuwa wewe sasa
Yeah.
then eventually unakuja una change sasa unaanza kuwa somebody who you aren't. Unaelewa?
Yeah. But
So
people
you
should
just
actually go to therapy. Because, hey,
yeah.
anyway.
And that's the reason.
Yeah.
Hata kuna msee alisema nowadays I think you had actually even put it in your status. Siku hizi people do not try to rob you of pesa. They're trying to rob you of your aura. If they see you have good aura
Yeah.
and your essence is peaceful, happy nini, mtu atajaribu kuiiba sasa kwa sababu anaona huyu msee hapana.
It's so scary.
Mtu bana.
I've remembered
Hii aura
something.
yake bana.
Yeah.
Why?
Nakumbuka when I joined some company, you know, I'm always smiling, I'm always happy. And then someone told me, ati hiyo kusmile yako na kuchekacheka, ngoja tu utaona, utakuona. Next week, utakuwa unacheka hapa.
Exactly.
So I'm like, what's that?
Misery loves company.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and it's
I think an extension to that before I say my point. There's a time I worked in a very difficult department. My boss used to ask me, why are you always happy? You know me, I'm generally bubbly, very
Yeah.
happy. There's a time I was on night shift at nilikuwa nimeescalatiwa usiku. So I came in the office at 7 because I'd be helped here and there. He was this like, Annette, and you are awake right now. Tumetoka na wewe call 3 a.m. And you're still very happy. I'm like, yeah, because I'm going to have breakfast. Jesus. Before we saw this, so
yeah.
misery loves company.
True,
It does. It does for sure.
No.
The moment you realize that sasa you will now steer clear. Because utakuwa unajua huyu mtu ni kujaribu anajaribu kunitrigger. So wacha niingie hapo hivyo nisikie akiongea.
And then when you don't give them the reaction they are expecting,
They're also
later-
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
inamjamisha
Bro.
sana.
The whole cycle.
Okay. How do you
Oh, I
deal?
was
Oh,
I finished
Sorry.
mine about leadership. They normally say, yeah, be the leader you want, be the leader you want. You know, people normally forget. Not all of us, not everyone in corporate starts in a leadership role or a role of influence. You start where you start, and then you go up, and that's how it ends up.
yeah.
So I've worked in places whereby we were someone in the team, and then they got the managerial role, both female, male. And then now when you go, so the way they start thinking, you're like, are you the same person making these decisions for us? Yet you know exactly what is happening. Then you're just like, then number 2, someone said, a very intelligent woman said, the problem with Kenya Africans, we have managers, not leaders. This managerial thing came from the European kind of corporate world, which is the first one that was brought to Africa with the favorite colonizers. So that's why currently most big corporates, if you see, they're changing towards it's a leadership role. You are a team lead. So that manager doesn't go to your head. So if anything goes wrong, there's no manager pointing finger at this, my engineer didn't do this. No,
It's a
this is your
collective.
team, take up responsibility. Where did we drop the ball? What do we do to salvage this situation?
Yeah.
So when you shift our mindset in corporate from a managerial position to leadership roles of influence, that gives us a different way of thinking around these roles.
Yeah.
So a manager is a team people leader is very much in touch with whatever the team is doing on the ground. So if something goes wrong, it's the whole team. Yes.
True.
Okay. Namko wise.
I know I am.
Ni alikuwa na nyongo na hiyo point.
Ni maji, ndio maana anahitaji
Lazima
maji.
get ni maji.
Okay. Do you think workplaces genuinely care about employee well-being? I don't know if you guys have seen that guy on TikTok who lost his brother. He had to travel back to Kenya to bury his brother. And it was because they have, I don't remember the condition, but it's a condition in the family because they had lost someone else. This guy also had that disease, but the brother died, etc., etc. So HR was asking him, after now he came back because he was just given 3 days. I
What?
know, just 3 days. And HR was asking him, okay, now that you're back, could you please assure us that this will not happen?
Whoa!
What?
You know, he had to quit, and he has like a whole family. He's worked in that company for so long.
leave?
And I know they always try, give us insurance, HR, nini. But genuinely, I don't think they really care, because it's really all about what you will do for them. Because honestly, it's transactional. You're going to
Very.
take like they're paying
Very.
you, so you're working for them.
Very.
And that's why we are always told even HR is not your friend. Because
Yes.
even when they're thinking,
For the
how will
company.
this affect the business? Like at the end of the day, that's why we are always told, please don't give your everything to work. You have friends, you have family.
Family.
You have a life.
You have a life. Like your life should not just gravitate at work, because they don't care. Nimesema. Yeah.
Ningekwambia drop mic like it's fixated.
They genuinely don't.
Yeah, they just don't care. It's all about how productive you are.
Exactly.
Once you're productive, once you're not productive, you're useless to them.
Yeah, you're a burden.
Yeah, you're burden. And also, that point where one person is promoted and then you're asking for a higher salary and the HR is like, I can get someone for a lower
Cheaper.
price.
I know someone cheaper.
Yeah, I
Like
know
they
someone
genuinely make
cheaper.
us feel like they're doing us a favor.
Yeah, which is so bad, because if I'm not there, but niliambia your point is valid. If I'm not there, to work will not be done. It will be
Kazi
done.
itasonga nayo.
Utakufa
Yeah.
na kesho
They'll have a
HR
replacement.
ako na interviews.
Yeah.
Ushasema point yangu, but then these companies that say we are a family.
That's the worst.
Yeah, we are a family, but unaenda job mguu, unabeba omena zako,
Anakupita na gari yake kubwa kwa barabara.
so yeah, we're not a family. Umeenda hapo kufanya kazi and just you do what brought you there when they're home. Like you said, if you die, you'll be replaced. If you're sick, if something happens to you, utakuwa useless to them. So you're just another
You're a resource.
Yeah.
just another person.
Yeah.
Another person to do
Yeah.
the job. Maliza out.
Yeah.
FMM?
I was looking at there's this guy called Moses Maweu on LinkedIn. He posts very, very funny quotes, funny nini about corporate culture. So he was saying about how they're now asking all them, they're programmers, but they're being asked to dance on TikTok every Friday at 5
Media
p.m.
manager.
After 5 so
Well,
so why the hell?
8 to 10.
Why the hell are you making me dance? But
Yeah.
ideally, companies have no souls. So the whole, and you actually look at how the whole thing is structured. It's structured in just like you said, it's transactional.
Yep.
And it's geared towards revenue. So this place that you're working in is only, it's structured in a way that it has to show you or manipulate you into believing that they're actually helping you. Your boss would never want you to see you richer than them. So if they actually cared about
Ask
your welfare
me.
and you growing,
Ask me.
they would want it. They would want hata ukiexcel kwa hii role. Enda ununue gari kubwa kuliko boss wako. 2 weeks later utaanza kuchunguzwa ama ni pesa amekuwa kiiba ama what has been happening. What investigate what this guy does ama where does he go, because they do not pay you there to get rich, to enrich yourself.
Yeah.
They pay you there so that you can become, I'm not say they're slave, so you can become dependent on them.
It's a drug.
Yes. Ukue sa kila siku lazima uende hapo. And they have to create a scenario where it appears like without us you wouldn't live.
Yeah.
You understand? So they have to create it in such a way that inakaa ni kama, you see, like the way a kid is dependent on their mom.
Yep.
Mama akitoka akinitafanya nini, mama ameenda.
Yep.
That's how company cultures try to do it.
Yeah.
And the more they actually do it successfully, the better they are at keeping you there. It's called, in business terms, it's called carrot and stick approach. As long as you dangle the carrot in front of the donkey will keep following that carrot. So if you want this donkey to turn the direction and go this way, you just need to move the carrot. And they start following that carrot in that direction. Turn it back, atazunguka anze kurudi hivyo. You understand?
Donkeys.
No, it's actually that is what was used in business,
kizungu mingi
in
ametwika
business
punda.
management. It's carrot and stick approach. Dangle hiyo carrot hapo hivyo, people will follow.
Yeah.
But unfortunately they have no souls.
Yeah. Whitney had a point. Kuna point ilikuwa imekuja.
Ilikuwa bad. Amesema something about your manager doesn't want you to be richer than them.
Of course.
The time nilikuwa na apply passport because I needed to travel. And then nikaambia boss wangu I need to leave early so that I can go and pick up my passport ama sijui nimalize application or something. I don't know what I wanted to do. And then my boss is like, ati we kaa hapo umalize proposal zako, ati kwani unachukua passport na hakuna mali unaenda. What he said. I was just like, passport unachukua ya nini, unaenda wapi?
Kwenda studio.
I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Annette?
Okay, guys, let me be the devil's advocate.
Yes, please.
Wangapi hapa ni PNP? Yes, no, yes, no.
PNP.
You're on contract.
Oh,
So
yeah.
have you read your contract?
Yes.
Fully?
Yes.
How many pages? At
Seven.
most, sema tu at most.
7.
One day, how many pages at
Najua
most?
wakili yako
Kwanza
hapa.
kwanza. How many pages?
Really hivi.
How many
7
pages?
to 10.
Have you read the company bylaws? Do you
Yes.
know that it exists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, the point is not that the HRs are, okay, they're failing us at some point, but not where you think they're failing us. When these company bylaws are being made, who should be in the room?
You.
Us.
Me.
The HR represents you. All of you 1,000 cannot be in that room. The HR represents you. So if there's something that is not covered in the company bylaws or something that is not covered in your contract, guys, my contract is like 22 pages. Anything you can ever imagine, all those scenarios you're saying, 6,
Yes.
they're all there. So in a place where your contract is like 5 pages, all these scenarios are not there. So that's why it is at the masses of the HR mwenye ako that day. Do you really need this sick of uko na homa tu? Homa nani hananga? But if everything is in the contract, so the HR I implement inakuwa way much easier. Me have been very lucky enough. Nimekuwa kwa companies the contracts need 1 page guy. It was a page like this.
Yeah.
3 pages. So it's like 22 pages. Everything is covered. So it's how the HR, not time after imefanyika ndio sasa na kusaidia. No, like Monday to Friday wanafanyanga nini kama si kufaya watu. Wakae chini. They go back through the company bylaws. Juu inafaa ikuwe inatali na whatever the government says in the Employment Act. And also your contract, what does it actually say?
Yeah.
Because not only sisi watu tunaangalia kunegotiate the salary. Nobody negotiates their pension. Nobody negotiates their sick days, off days. Nobody negotiates their work structure, but siku hizi wamezoea because kama si working from home, Gen Z ana left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can negotiate your location, you can negotiate your hours. Ikwe in writing. Hakuna story na ati tutafika hapo, shall cross that bridge when you get there. No. So we have been lucky enough to know anything in any effect HR companies have worked for, it's already in writing. Wala you can quote. So even hainanga debate mingi.
Yeah, but can you nasema ina make sense? But unajua pia, Annette, you work in a big company. The companies we work at,
You know, you're looking at startups and
the companies we work. Let me tell you something.
I hear you. So yes, the HR is failing you, but not where you think they're failing you. They're failing you uko kitambo, uko mwanzo. They should align with the Employment Act to the T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever felt undervalued at work?
Where?
Let me start with that one.
Yes,
Actually, kwa sababu guys,
Yes,
I was young and dumb back then, 2020. Uko kitambo uko. I felt undervalued at work. Okay, you feel undervalued. Okay, it's not normal, but how do you deal with it now?
Yeah.
So mimi na mtoto mdogo, niko na nguvu mingi, nimetoka campus, niko na degree pole.
Wow.
So niko na degree, I was there, I was like a second or third in command to someone who was doing, naweza sema BS. Okay. So siku nikakunywa maji, actually ilikuwa coffee. Kasema nenda kuongea na manager. You know what my argument was? Nafanya kazi mingi kushinda na mimi nalipo X na yeye analipo Y.
Yeah, you were still new in the game.
I was still new in the
Yeah.
game, but thank God it was when I was still new. Thank God.
Yeah.
So, but you go there saying, show what your value is, show your achievements, show what you're doing. Because even if I was saying I was working more than that guy, he was a weird guy. Because I was doing everything. But me, I was earning like a quarter of whatever that guy was earning. So I used that na kiere yangu.
Yeah.
But that manager, so anaangalia kwa kile kalikuwa msanii mdogo, let me not crush her dreams. Let me just listen to her.
Yeah.
Akasema, listen nini. A week later or so kutana sasa na HR huko nje ako like hey, nilisikia
Oh no. Yeah.
but you know what she did hakusema basema like next time Annette talk about the things you're doing
Like you are
doing.
hakunikujia na ubaya
Yeah.
kaniambia that's not how you do it
Yeah.
yeah hata ikatoka huko kwa sababu nilishachoma
Yeah. That's nice. Whitney?
Mbona tumeruka FMM?
Because I can.
Damn.
The moderator.
With all due respect. I was still thinking, but I think it's every other day I feel undervalued.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not paid on time, I'm not.
Whether do your colleagues watch this podcast?
I
You
hope
don't
they
care.
do. I hope they do. I feel undervalued because how do you work a whole month? Alafu your salo comes 50% on like 15th of the next month.
I know. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry,
I feel
man.
undervalued every single day.
Yeah. But tulisema kazi mpya inakuja.
Amen.
For sure.
Alisema anaanzanga which month?
June.
Okay, ndio
Ndio hii
ndio
ndio
sasa.
inaanza. Yeah.
Leo ni June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this year.
Hapana.
Maybe
Hata,
it is.
maybe it is,
Maybe
maybe
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
June ni mrefu.
Yeah, one year.
Yeah, I always feel undervalued. Same way amesema, I'm at a job where you can be paid even on the 15th. You're struggling, you're just like, ukiuliza sijui mkubwa alienda wapi so hakusign.
Tusu.
Uko
For
like,
vacation.
Kwani
ina-
hakuwa anajua?
inanihusu aje hiyo we nilipwe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always feel undervalued. Na pia, you know, sometimes you're doing a lot of work and then maybe you're sick and just need one day, but they can't understand
Yeah.
that you just need that one day to just to restructure in some sense. Ama maybe mentally you're not okay. They will never give you that break. Your mental issues are your mental issues, not the company issues.
That's true.
Yeah.
FMM?
Yes, I've had instances where I felt undervalued at work, mainly because anytime your boss or your manager wants you to do something, they will come at you, give you all these different things that you need to achieve. But when you go to them with what you need, it's either shelved or you're told come back later or let's talk about this
Yeah.
in a week's time or 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Like there's a way it's going to be so dodgy. Whatever it is that they need is immediate. Na ni
Yeah.
saa hizo hizo. Implement now.
Yeah.
But whenever you need something, it's goja kidogo, we'll talk about it next month. Like they will find a way of trying to do it.
Yeah.
So yes, it happens.
Yeah, for me it's okay. Which instance do I give? Okay.
Ni mingi.
On a list.
Uanzie
I have
wapi?
a list. So I think for me, it's when it comes for people who work in marketing, you've pangad a whole event, influencers, nini. You're not even at that event because maybe it's not even in Nairobi or yada yada. So, and then your bosses will travel and then they'll go interact with the influencers. Nobody will know that Michelle did. Like, the least you guys can do is, thank you, Michelle, you nini. Like, that's just one of the instances I'll give, but corporate is the ghetto, man. I love my job.
Job your life.
I job my life.
I drove my
Waliongea
love.
vibaya hadi wakaacha pizza parties.
Manze.
Macorporate waliwacha pizza parties juu mlikuwa put the money in my account.
Pizza
Anyway.
kila Friday.
How do office politics affect people mentally? Let me take this first. That time I was working at one of the agencies I have worked at. You know, I didn't know, by the way, I was struggling mentally because there was this specific day I just went home. Like, I didn't know what I was feeling. I was feeling numb. I just got home. I didn't even change. I just put my bag in the living room and then I just went inside the covers and I was just there until the next morning. That's when I knew it's bad.
Bye.
Like, and then now what are we supposed to do? Is it that we're not supposed to continue changing jobs, like until you get maybe kama kwa kina Aneti, ama kwa kina Wandia, until you find the one? Ama, bro. Yeah, FMM.
I will echo your sentiments. Working in working especially with agencies.
Yo.
You find all sorts of people. Like I think having worked in different industries, I think working with agencies is one of the I don't even have the words to describe.
And that's why they always have like places to drink, because
Yeah.
someone has to
mentally.
like
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
like,
Decompress.
someone has a different addiction. It's either you're smoking
Yes.
or
Vaping,
ama ni
smoking,
wasichana,
drinking.
ama
Exactly.
you know. Eh.
Because I think it's because it becomes so mentally draining that you have to find something that that you latch onto
Yep.
to be giving you hope.
Yeah.
Kuonyesha ni kama everything is okay. But deep down, you know very well it's not okay. But one thing I got to learn in the job that I am is that, or rather, I was encouraged by my bosses was, don't get dragged in that agency lifestyle. The one that I was telling you, the dog eat dog. Dog eat dog means just because ati leo nikikufanyia mabaya ama uende uniseti tuseme kwa mdosi ama unifanyie mabaya, I have to ensure revenge. So you'll be working on another project, then I do the same to you. So it's like dog eat dog. When you do me bad, I do you bad.
Yeah.
So you settle evil with evil. So he told me, don't get dragged in that.
Yeah.
Just stay clear on your focus and your course, and know that the client at the end of the day is the one that matters.
Yeah, and
So
like
all
what
this
you
other
say,
noise, all this other noise and shenanigans that happen in the middle, usikue dragged into it.
Yeah.
Just understand at the end of the day, kuwa focused on the goal. The
Yeah.
client is the one that matters the most. So hii kelele hapa katikati ni kelele ya chura.
Yeah.
Just ensure.
Like what you said, you really have to remember who you are
Exactly.
at the end of the day.
Because if you, the
Just-
moment you forget who you are,
Yep.
it's
Don't
a,
lose
it's
yourself.
a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You will get dragged in there, and then 3 or 4 years later, go, hey Brenda, what happened to you?
I know.
Hata wewe mwenyewe uelewi.
Yeah.
Because you've embodied somebody else and you become a whole new personality.
Yeah.
So you just need, it will drain you mentally, but remember at the end of the day who you are.
Wandia?
Yeah, I think when I was naive, venye Aneta anasema, I was young and naive, I thought colleagues were my friends. And I don't think you remember that story.
Yep.
And I thought my life always revolved around my friends at work until I realized it's
You're the
not
friend. When you're beshte yao.
Yeah.
mi ndio si mabeshte wangu. So
Yeah.
I think when I lost one of the friendships, it drained me so much mentally. Do you know when your life at job mnataftana, ni tea break tuende tukunywe kachai tunataftana. If you want to get lunch tutataftana tuende tukule lunch. So if it ends all of a sudden, you feel a bit empty at work.
Yeah.
But then pia you realize kumbe si haiko hivyo serious surely. Yeah, so yeah, mentally I think that's the one time I was drained, but pia I'm in a profession where I deal with kids a lot, so by the time semester inafika katikati nimechoka na I am dying. Yeah.
Okay.
But simanishi ni wabaya. Those kids mean everything to me, but they are draining. Ni Gen Z tu kabisa.
It's our two children are a lot.
Yeah.
It's fine. Annette?
I think politics in corporate world is very draining. An example which I can think of, in big corporates, every, to say 3, 5, or 7 years, you're either moving up or sideways. If you stay in this position here forever, things won't align to you. So you
Yeah.
have to ensure you're moving either up or sideways.
Yeah.
If you stay there for too long, you become what's that's the word?
Redundant.
Is it redundant? It's like you're not gaining, it's seen as if you're not gaining any more skills.
Yeah.
Even if you're the one who's doing everything in this department, nobody cares. For example, we have people who, after they've been in a position for a while, so an opportunity arises for them to go to now a senior managerial or managerial position. They will not apply, they will not bother, because they know once they get that position, it's headache. Now it's no longer about work that I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's about people, and they're like, no. So they
Hey, what
stay
is
there
that
for a while, stay there for a while either until the company pushes you out,
Yeah.
give you early retirement, or they just push you out pole pole until you live on your own.
Yeah.
So someone opts for, let me just stay here, because if I go on top and start fighting for the director roles, it becomes too much. So they just opt to exit quietly and start living a very nice life in Nanyuki. Being on Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whitney?
And I get what you're saying, because when I was young and dumb, I used to aspire to be a leader and climb the ranks. But say I'm just looking at like the leaders we have and how like decision making is tough and all. And also when they need to go on break or leave or something, it has to be approved by, I don't know, the CEO. I'm like, you report to higher ups. So it's like a different ballgame. No, mimi nikidisappear a day, probably nobody will notice.
Yeah.
But when your boss is not there,
Everybody,
shut down. Oh, mara unapigiwa uko wapi?
Yeah.
Sijui nani amefanya hii, nani akushow up nini. So I think like leadership is a lot. But to my point, politics, I've seen sabotage even na macho yangu. Like, you're working for the same company, you're chasing the same client, but because you report to different bosses, utapata maybe the two bosses are not aligned or that they don't see eye to eye. So whatever work you do, see, inafaa kuwa maybe a 360 campaign or something. This is for people working in marketing,
Yeah.
360 campaign. So watu wa ATL watafanya, watu wa digital, watu wa nini watafanya. But they all have to go to one person to send that proposal.
Yep.
Unapata unaambiwa nyi fanyeni yenyu kwanza mtutumie and then us will consolidate and send. You know those guys, because their boss is not seeing eye to eye with their boss, or like sijui nani na nani hawasikizani, that politics kidogo, watu wanaingizwa hapo ndani, you're being dragged into it. You've done a good job, someone goes and scraps off your part, anatumia client without the part
that you-
umefanya. And that's sad. Ama unapata a meeting has been set up and all of you have to attend, and then other people tell the client you're not available, or you don't work for that company, or you are quacks, alafu nyia mu attend, au wanaenda, and then find maybe that person who you are dealing with anauliza, hey, you guys kwani mlitokanga hii kampuni? And you're like, oh, we're still there, basi mkuje meeting. When you show up, you know it's so embarrassing for them because you work for the same company, and then you're showing this, like you're airing your dirty linen to the public.
Yeah.
Now the client knows you guys don't see eye to eye. The client knows, oh, kumbe huku kuna hanga na mashida. It's not a nice thing. Like, people should just grow up. I mean,
True.
hiyo ni utoto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think hustle culture has made people tie self-worth to productivity? Yeah, I think we've said this in so many words, but I think the thing is we should really not lose ourselves to work. Like, at the end of the day, what FMM has said, let's remember who we are. Let's not, lose ourselves. And unless there's someone who wants to add anything to that. All right. So what has corporate life taught you about people? Wow. I'll take that one first. What corporate life has taught me about people is people genuinely don't have things figured out. Like, we are all becoming, and it's quite unfortunate that there are some people who are becoming in very hurtful ways. They will hurt you along the journey, but we've said hatutawabeba, tunawa release that bad energy. Yes, FMM.
I think I'll go back to my initial point. The one I said that in corporate, you just need to realize that people don't really care about you. And people will always save their skin.
Yep.
Whenever shit hits the fan, the people that you actually thought would be your loyalists and your friends, when they're put on that test, they will switch up on you very, very quickly and just save their own skin. But and most often than not, that's what is going to happen. Especially if there's a favor placed on the table. It's very, very rare occasions that you'll find people sticking by you. There are those who will do that, but most cases they will, to save their skin, they will always switch up on you and ensure that they do what they have to do to maintain that job.
Yeah.
So yes, so and then also you realize that in corporate, yes, when you're actually going about your activities and those office parties and those hangouts and those and all those, especially those hangouts that you're taken out by your boss.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's usually information fishing.
Right.
So they usually go there, they buy you liquor,
Yeah, and then now you start talking. Unapatia chai.
So nyinyi mnaongea hapo hivyo kumbe ni
Yeah.
notes tu. Anaandika chini. So
Yeah.
people really are vile.
I know. It's
Their
unfortunate.
character is very vile.
Yeah.
They do not show who they truly are.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like playing a game of cards.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Annette?
I think people in corporate, they show you who they think you can relate to. So, for example, like in big corporates, we know so many people via emails. You know so many people via Teams, mwashangi camera. So, but you really don't know this person.
Yeah.
So what these companies try to do, don't just have a team lunch for your team. Have places where these people actually meet. So next time I write an email to Michelle, I'm not writing to Michelle the email, like I know you. So that's why normally you say, email mtagombana bura, let's just get to a call, or where are you seated? Can I come? So people working, they choose days whether they come to the office, or you actually see this person. When I write an email to these escalation people, it's someone. So don't respond like, nya wanasumbua tu, like, you know, literally. And if I don't help this person, takutana na yeye pale bypass, ama takutana na yeye pale Kaloko.
Yeah.
So you see, if you deal with them as a human
Yeah.
first, inasaidia kusmoothen. Otherwise, I'll just show you, nitaenda pale kwa teams, nione role yako. Like, watu wa unasumbua wa line one support.
Yeah.
Leo macha manager wake anitafute, nitasaidia. Yes.
Okay. Wandia?
Mi niko too shocked mna have office parties.
Oh, I can't relate.
Is ile pizza party? Pizza party is a information
Hapana,
fishing.
agency.
Hadi pizza.
They usually have a
Hadi
lot
pizza.
of those.
Agency is a proper party.
Proper party.
What was the question, Paul?
What was the question?
People
what
in corporate.
what has corporate taught you about people?
I think from my workplace, I've learned that people are going through a lot because you might be shouting at someone and mentally hayuko sawa kidogo unasikia suicide sijui nini and maybe that person who committed suicide was the most bubbly person you've ever met in your life, but haujui that one thing that can trigger someone to
That's
do
true.
something very bad. So I've learned to always empathy, just be empathetic. If you look at someone with kindness, you'll go a long way in corporate world. Yes.
I have a question. Have you guys been in places where an argument became physical because of work?
Yeah.
Physical.
Kwani nyinyi mko boring aje, guys?
Lakini hiyo point yake ya empathy is because she has a good boss.
Oh,
That's why she's thinking about
unapata watu
empathy.
wako na their own issues, ame have a very hard morning with either the kids, the family. Alafu unakuja inamtrigger tu kitu kidogo hivi kwa office, kitu so
Arusha ngumi.
unnecessary. Narusha ngumi.
Really?
It was an interesting day.
Uko ni wapi
Kitambo,
nikuje?
kitambo.
Wow.
Uko
Tutakuwa
ni wapi
behind the
uavoid?
scenes. It's a big, just kama shinda kusema big company. Big corporate.
But
Wait,
but
has you said your
I
point?
think
No?
see about my boss. I think Nile, you know when your boss has called you to the office and akushautia, and then your colleague comes and tells you what they are going through, and then you're like, we kama boss wewe mtu ungejua,
Yeah,
you would
they
not
wouldn't
have
have
done
talked to
that.
them like that.
Okay. Wait, ni?
Me in Milan, people are complex. And
Yeah.
complex in every sense of the word. So if you can, as you've said, be empathetic, even as a leader or as a colleague, yeah, sometimes maybe mtu, you're supposed to work together, na unaona kidogo mtu, they're not delivering. Itabidi tu umeingia hapo umefanya hiyo kazi yake, hiyo
Yeah.
kazi yenyu, and then maybe try to figure out like let this person tell you si ati akwambia yote but atakwambia tu like me I'm not feeling okay ama nini, like just it's good to be empathetic because sometimes nakwanga ufanyi mimi sifanyi kwende kaende sijui nini but it's good to just be empathetic sometimes.
Okay. All right. What boundaries have you had to learn from corporate life? For me, social media. The people you're working with, please remove them. If it's possible, block them. Like, shwa, slash all of them.
Shut off.
Slash.
Slash.
Shut off all of them. Shut. All of them. Yeah. Whitney?
I think
Whitney?
Okay, hiyo point ya social
Boundaries,
media.
yeah.
boundaries, I try. I mean, I really try. I just recently went private on my Instagram, and then WhatsApp nayo nikisave namba yako na savingi, and then my status toka.
Yeah.
Toka.
Yeah.
I don't let people see my status unless we are like really close at work. But I'm really trying to learn pande ya boundaries because I would take leave alafu bado niko leave na napigia tu okay, mko sawa. Sijui nini. So I think that's me.
Yeah. FMM?
Nililearn co-organization. I'm usually the kind of person, I will know everything about everyone, but no one will know anything about me.
Same. Lakini
So?
ni social media inaniuza.
So I usually have this kind of personality where you'll be very bubbly, very inquisitive, very, very knowing everything about everyone, but no one knows anything about you.
Yeah,
And
it's a Capricorn thing.
it has helped.
Capricorn.
Yeah, it has helped me survive a lot.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations. So uko hapo unajipresent in such a way that you have a listening ear, unamsikiza, mnaongea, and people tend to just want to share with me. So
Yeah, people like talking about themselves.
people like talking about themselves. So niko zile za, go ahead.
People is me.
I'll listen.
Ali open up day wana tana kazi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll listen. I'll not judge, but I will ensure that they know the least about me.
Okay.
It helps save a lot.
Annette?
Hapo kwa boundaries bado mnifunze.
Yeah. People when
Learn to know them.
Nifunze boundaries. So vitu okay, but the basic one, WhatsApp. Ukisave namba yako inasonga huku kwa behind the bars.
Yeah.
WhatsApp, no way. Something else, when I'm not working, if it's my off day, leave day, hey guys, no, that one I put a hard no. Unless I don't know who's dying, I don't know. It has to be.
You're just saving PDFs, man. You're not saving lives.
It's Excel sheets. Who's dying? Yes. Boundaries zingine pengine nijifunze as you go because guys, le muda inaendelea hivi nikishafika hiyo lead people lead positions. Boundaries kidogo zinaanza kuwa blurry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wandia?
I think for boundaries, I think the Wandia my friends know is not the Wandia my colleagues know. Because nilisave mtu alafu venye mnapiganga story kwa ofisi and then ako like, Wandia ni mlevi.
Oh, God.
Wameona sasa kwa status.
Huyo anakula block. Hata huyo
Alikula block na nika delete hadi number. Yeah, so the Wandia that my colleagues know and what you guys know is not the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are wrapping up. Just like 2 questions. So will you stay in corporate forever? Why or why not?
umetumwa.
Umetubwa.
I mean, we job our love.
Yeah, we job our
love,
love.
right?
Job our love.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does career success mean to you now compared to before? Sounds very interview-ish. Like,
5-year goal.
yeah.
Okay, let me start that one.
Yeah,
So
wait to say something,
I
5 years.
think so me, I would love to stay in corporate for enough time. So enough relevant to anyone. Enough alafu you late. And then the second question, what success will look for me? Kitambo I used to think nikifika tu akinikuwa director HOD akini itakuwa nimemake it like there. Ukifika tu hapo kwa ikatu hivi nipate hiyo kiti yake.
Hey, you're
Itakuwa successful.
You're tushajua kwenye unafanya
Kwenye
kazi.
uko kazi.
But
but
we live that.
now what it looks like, consultancy. You don't have to go high up. If you're really good at this one thing, you're really good at making proposals, make money out of it, just doing in a consultancy level.
Yeah.
That's what I think that would be
Yeah,
for me.
success for
Success
you.
to you.
Yeah, consultancy world.
FMM?
I'd say once I've amassed good networks, a good number of networks, and because at some point I asked myself, the money that you make for these corporates, if you focused on it and pushed yourself to those limits, you push yourself to these limits to make money for them. What if you're doing it for your own self?
That's true.
So it's a Pandora's box at
Yeah.
the moment.
Okay.
But those are questions that I constantly ask myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whitney?
Like she said, consultancy. I've done it kiasi, and I think it pays, and inakupea a lot of freedom to, like, you don't have to wake up at 8. You don't have to, I mean, at 5, sorry, and be at work by 8.
Tungeshangaa unafanya kazi
Sorry,
wapi?
guys. Like,
Kuje huko.
musikuje. So,
You wouldn't recommend.
yeah, not 8 to 5.
Kwa ile exit interview. Do not.
I do not recommend.
Yeah, so if you can, be good at a particular skill and use that skill to make you money, I think utakuwa tu sawa.
Yeah. Okay. Wandia?
I think success for me would look like how much impact have I made in someone's life, because I think in my path I deal with a lot of people who do not know what they want, and if I can just change someone's mind from maybe like Juicy, I learned that ni vibaya kusema I'm a lek. So I learned that a student of mine almost committed suicide, but something I told them changed their mind. So I feel like
nice.
I feel like that impact is all I want. It's like I've learned it's not all about money. I can have all the money in the world, but I'm not making an impact in
Our Mother Teresa.
Right?
I'm not making an impact in the world. So I want to make an impact. I want someone to say that their life changed because of me. So
Okay.
yes, that's success
beautiful.
to me.
Success to me is I genuinely found my purpose when it came to creating content. If vile tu bado hainilipi,
Italipa.
italipa eventually. But for me, I would say I have found my purpose when it comes to creating content. And that's, for me, that's success. So last question. What advice would you give someone entering corporate life today? For me, please, don't trust anybody. Do not. Hata mkienda kukunywa pombe nini, do not. Okay? Do your work and go home. You have friends outside the company, you have family, and also watoe social media. Wote. Yeah. Wandia?
If you have another option, don't do it.
Where?
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have something that is better paying than corporate.
Yep.
Kama unaweza kuwa a musician huko nje, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, corporate is not it.
Yep.
Na sisemi na but there's
It's true.
so
Yeah.
and brace yourself.
Yeah.
A lot is coming.
Yeah.
Ndio umeanza, ndio umeingia kwa dunia. Yeah.
Whitney?
Same thing. People are earning out here without ever stepping into an office, right? So if you can, like, whatever skill you have, usijilimi to say, oh, I just want to wear this suit. It's not all about suits and like driving big cars. There's a lot of effort that goes behind what you guys see. And if you have another skill, just use it.
Yeah.
Don't overcrowd the corporate space thinking it's better than
Yeah.
kunje.
That's true.
Yeah.
FML?
Like the famous musician Darasa says, mind your business. Ukiingia kwa corporate, just
Yeah.
mind your business.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to help you a lot when you mind your business
Yeah.
and you do your own shit and you do the work that took you there. You get paid and you go home.
Yeah.
Everything else is a side show.
Yeah.
Meant to distract you in the process. So just mind your business.
Okay. Aneti?
I would say that for someone who is entering into corporate, believe that you have gotten there because you're worthy and you're capable. Because vile huwa mnasema millennials watano wamekufanyia interview ya 30K.
Yeah.
So that means how millennials watano, but mbona you got there.
Yeah.
And then number 2, yes, you're good with the skills and whatnot. Please, first of all, take like the first few months, whatever, to understand the culture. Corporate does not like new ideas the way they think they do.
True.
So change it slowly, not immediately. So learn the culture, adapt, then now pivot from there. It's very important.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been House of Nyakaheti, the real talk room in House of Nyakaheti. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is Michelle Brenda.
Wandia Wakarima.
Be with me also.
FMM.
Matuli Annette.
Bye.
See ya.
Mwah.